Alright, I got a roulette battle against MTGXerxes, and before anyone says this is like fake or anything, it's not. I actually won this contest thing on his Yahoo Live chat room thing, so this is pretty cool. And since it's a roulette battle, I don't really know like what my team can do, and same with him, so it's really just gonna be like what we can make out of what we got. I led with a Porygon Z, and he led with Mesprit. And the first thing I'm afraid of is Thunderwave, because I really don't want Porygon Z just to be like completely screwed over before the battle even starts. I was thinking about switching to Electivire for Motor Drive, but I didn't really want to get him like completely annihilated by some like crazy attack or something. I just didn't want to make any predictions like that too early. Plus, he probably wouldn't have been able to do too much since it's like a tank anyways. So I decided to play it safe and switch to Umbreon, who can take any of its attacks. Plus, he can hit it back with Thunder Wave if it does, because of its ability. So that worked out pretty nicely. So now we're both paralyzed, so it doesn't really matter too much, unless he switches. So, I don't really know what he can do to me. I don't really think he's going to have like hidden power fighting or something. I don't really think that would do too much anyways. But I curse up and he gets pair hacks. That's pretty cool. So I got +1 defense, and I'm already maxed out in special defense. And he gets paralyzed again, and I decided to hit him with a payback right away just to see how much I can do, because I know he's going to be weak to it anyways. And it does about half after the leftovers, so I think, okay, I could probably KO it with another payback. And he's thinking about what he's going to do here. And I didn't really think he wanted to stay in, but he decided to hit me with Thunderbolt, and it crit me even though it did like nothing. I used Curse in case he switched because I thought he would, but I just thought it was funny that a critical hit Thunderbolt still barely did like anything, because that just shows how like awesome Umbreon is. So he T-bolts me again, so I guess he's just trying to, get rid of Mesprit at this point. He probably doesn't want it. So I hit him with another payback, and I know KO because I have +2 attack after the curses. So now I got an Umbreon with max special defense, +2 defense, and +2 attack, so that's looking pretty scary right now. Looks like I'm in pretty good control of the game. He decides to send out Bandit, and I know Bandits like to use Destiny Bond, and I don't really it's kind of scary because I know if I use Payback, he can probably Destiny Bond and take me out. But he decides to knock off first just to get rid of my leftovers, and I curse up just to see what he could do. And luckily, he can't Will-O-Wisp me or anything since I'm already status, so I don't really need to worry about my attack getting dropped. So I just want to see what he does. He decides to Shadow Claw me, and I curse up. And the whole time I'm scared that he will use Destiny Bond, but I was pretty sure that he would have a Focus Sash, because most of the time they do, or most of the Destiny Bond bandits do anyways. So he's Shadow Clawing me, and he gets a critical hit. And I decided to wish just to heal back up a little bit. Now, he keeps using Shadow Claw, and it's not doing too much with the curses. Really, all he's trying to do is crit me just to get some good damage on me. And I used Payback there just because I was pretty certain he would have a Sash, and he did. Meanwhile, I'm getting my health restored. So right here, it's just a guessing game for him. He's trying to predict when I'm going to use Payback, and he's just going to Destiny Bond. Now I'm just going to curse to start off, because I know he's not going to be able to kill me with Shadow Claw, so I want to get off as many curses as I can. Meanwhile, he's just going to be throwing out random stuff, trying to predict what I'm going to do. I get Parahaxed, and I think I decided to curse again here, and he used Destiny Bond, but I didn't use Payback that turn. So really just all prediction right here. And it's either going to end with me killing him with Payback while he Shadow Claws, or he's going to Destiny Bond me when I Payback. So really, I'm just kind of stalling out just to kind of see if he's using some type of pattern, like just to kind of figure out. And I also wanted to see if I can kind of waste down some of its PP. But I didn't really want to like sit around and wasting random PP while he runs out of Destiny Bond. I thought that wouldn't be much fun. But like right now, I'm just like I really don't want to just kill myself right away. He used Destiny Bond there, and it was the turn I used Payback, which is annoying. I mean, I could have sat around and wasted all 8 of his Destiny Bonds, but I mean, like I said, that just wouldn't have been fun for either of us, so I just decided to go for it there, and unfortunately, he didn't use Shadow Claw, which really stinks because I had +6 curses at that moment. Now I'm waiting to see what he's gonna switch in, or put in. He goes to a Tentacruel, and I put Caesar in, and I know I can't really do anything to him. He can't do too much to me though, so I figure I can Swords Dance and maybe he'll switch, or maybe I can try to baton pass or something to try to do some sweeping. But he switches to Moltres, which is like the one thing I can't really touch with Caesar, or at least one of the things I can't touch. And I don't want to stick around for a Flamethrower, obviously. And I know it's going to be faster than me if I try to baton pass, so either way I'm going to die if I stay in. So I'm just going to have to get rid of the Swords Dances and switch to something that can take a fire hit. And Azumarill is water type, so he's going to resist the Flamethrower. Plus, it can easily scare off Moltres, since it has really high attack and strong water moves. So I was deciding what attack I wanted to do. I was pretty sure he wouldn't stay in because that'd just be kind of dumb. So I was trying to like make a prediction and use a different attack. He ends up switching to Togekiss, and I used Double Edge, which is really cool because I knew he wouldn't stick around for an Aqua Jet. So I just decided to use some other random attack to hit whatever came in really hard. Now, I was thinking about Aqua Jetting, but I didn't want him to like paralyze me or whatever he would want to do. So I switched into Electivire, who can take its Air Slash pretty well. He is probably pretty sure I was gonna use Thunder Punch, and he ends up switching to Mamoswine, but I used Cross Chop just because I predicted some type of switch. And that was pretty cool because I ended up getting a super effective hit just on a switch in. But he lives with like 4 hit points, which really stinks, and now I'm afraid he's gonna use Ice Shard. And I wasn't sure if it would kill me, but I know it has a lot of attack and I really don't have a lot of defense. So I'm thinking, okay, Azumarill can easily switch in, take the Ice Shard, and use Aqua Jet or whatever I need to do to take it out and just get rid of that thing. Because I don't really want something sticking around that has a ton of attack with 4 hit points. So I come in to take the Ice Shard, and he used Earthquake, which really stinks. Because that's just, you know, that's it for Azumarill. And, you know, that was Azumarill. He could have done really well that match. But I switched into Caesar just so I could use Quick Attack and get rid of it. But I predicted that he would switch knowing I would Quick Attack, and he did. And he went to Moltres. But I switched too. And I go to Electivire. And I wasn't sure if I was faster or what, because I didn't know if it was Scarfed or anything. But he ends up being faster, and he used Flamethrower. I think he ended up being Scarfed in the end. Or it could have just been max speed because I was adamant. I'm not really sure. But, you know, that was it for Electivire, so that wasn't really too fun. I switch in Rampardos here just to get a Rock Polish up. And then try to knock it out with Stone Edge. So I used Rock Polish here. And he ended up switching. Probably because he was stuck on Flamethrower and it wouldn't have done too much to him. So I get a Rock Polish up. And then I could have gone for another Rock Polish here. And gotten 4 up, but I didn't, or plus 4 speed, but I didn't really think I needed that much, so I just decided to hit him with Stone Edge to knock him out. And that worked out pretty nicely, because I got rid of Togekiss. And I didn't really want that around with those Air Slash, because I didn't really want to get flinched by, like, every hit. That would have been really annoying. So it was good to get that out of the way. So now he's thinking about what he's going to switch in, because a Rampardos with plus 2 speed and all that attack is really deadly. It can really do a lot. So he goes to Tentacruel, and right here I probably just made the stupidest mistake in the entire game. I used Zen Headbutt. Now I'm just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna hit it with super effective Zen Headbutt and it's gonna knock it out. Ends up living with 4 hit points, and I clicked it so fast I wasn't even thinking. Earthquake actually would have done more damage, and that was just completely stupid because Earthquake would have knocked it out. But just because I made that stupid mistake, I end up being left with 1 hit point, which means I'm gonna get knocked out by an Ice Shard, which, you know, I would have been able to knock out or probably sweep the entire team if I didn't do that, but oh well, nothing I can do about it now. Right here I decided to use Swords Dance because I thought he would Earthquake, predicting I would go to Porygon Z while he switched into Moltres. Unfortunately, he just went straight to Moltres, which was kind of annoying. I got a Quick Attack off, and it did some decent damage, but I had to get rid of him, which wasn't very fun because that was my only priority guy left for Mamoswine. So I have to switch to Porygon Z and hope I can live a Flamethrower and knock it out with Tri-Attack. And Flamethrower did a lot of damage. I didn't take it very well at all, and I'm left with 43 hit points. Now he sends in Mamoswine, which is his last with 4 hit points, and if I can live an Ice Shard, I'll be able to knock it out, but if not, he's going to win. Unfortunately, I can't take the Ice Shard, so I end up losing the battle, and good game, Xerxes. It was a really fun fight. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. And, you know, I was really close to one. The Mammoth Swine only had 4 hit points left. So, again, really fun battle. Good game. Thanks, everyone, for watching. See you later.